Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our finally somewhat decent, somewhat optimistic Alexander series. This has been one hell of a start. We have had barbarians attacking me from all directions. My focus, as I mentioned last episode, it wouldn't be an unusual focus in most games. You know what, let's go ahead and give him a promotion. Combat strength versus ranged attacks? Absolutely. Let's do the same thing there. I don't want them to be vulnerable to archers. So as I was talking about in the last episode, you know, we have an issue with barbarians all around us. And in a normal game, as Alexander, waiting to build up military units until you have the Basilica Pythes, the unique building, would be a sound strategy, because then you get the tech boost for every military unit you build where that bonus is present. Let's go for Valletta. So now we have +2 production in every encampment district when producing units. Okay, so that's the last of Congo's invading force. We have an economy problem we need to fix too. But we are now going to start marching out and eliminating barbarian encampments with our little army here, now that the Congolese invasion has ended. So that happened last episode. But anyway, yeah, normally that would be a sound strategy, because you get the tech boost. But in this case, we have this huge swath.
Those who in quarrels interpose must often wipe a bloody nose.
Okay. We have this huge swath of untamed territory. And what that has done to us is it has forced us to be on the defensive since the beginning of the game. It's kind of obnoxious, to tell you the complete truth. Let's go ahead and send our Hityroi this way. We're 4 turns away from another Hityroi here. And we can send our archer to back them up. Let's move this archer into Pella to defend. Spearman into the encampment. We'll see if the Hityroi can handle things on their own for a bit. I want to just try and eliminate a few encampments moving quickly. Let's go for defensive tactics, absolutely. Haven't built any ancient walls yet, that'll be handy. Oh, we have another envoy, really? Alright, well, let's work towards the level 6 Valletta bonus then. So yeah, because we've been surrounded by barbarians, that strategy has not been nearly as effective as it would be on any other game. And now we're just trying to heal up as rapidly as possible. We were going at the beginning of the last episode for a religion. We were really hoping that we could get a religion before too long. Actually, we're in contention for the next Great Prophet, so I might still be able to do that if I focus for a bit in Pella. We're about to repair. Yeah, the shrine's going to take 8 turns to repair, though, so I just don't know that it's going to be possible. And I really hate that. Alright, so they tried to bring this archer down to help out with this other barbarian problem, which was a mistake. Let's have you fortify up. Let's move our archer this direction. We're going to keep the archer behind the cavalry, because this is our level 2 archer. We're not going to lose him again, but I'm going to start eliminating barbarian encampments. Starting here, I also would like to found a city. Haha, no. No. We can stay at peace as long as we want, because we can stay at peace. We can stay at war as long as we want, because we're Alexander. So that's going to happen. We're also going to eliminate these guys and enjoy doing it. Alright, so hopefully this encampment... Nice, we got some great general points there. Hopefully this encampment does not... Oh, nice, there's a goodie hut. Nice, little bit of a bonus for me. Yeah, so I'd like to settle for a little bit, because if we don't civilize the area south of us, at least this area here, I would like to civilize kind of this coast, then we're going to have real problems. And I would just prefer to avoid that if at all possible. Let's build a trader there. Here's another Hityroi, so let's send them this direction. Our Hityroi does get a free promotion too, which is awesome. Alright, that's right. It's going to be unwise to attack this encampment with Hittairoi, because the encampment always has spearmen. So, yeah, actually, you know what? Let's bring this archer out too, now that he's not defending from anything else. We'll keep this spearman there. And you will just fortify up. We'll keep those units fortified until the archer's in position to fire. Someone's built the pyramids. I didn't want this to be a come-from-behind victory. And we'll have to declare war on Poland pretty soon, since they forward settled me here. Now that, we won't get much of a warmonger penalty for taking Bedgost, because it's below the average city size now. The longer we wait, the less of a penalty we'll have in that regard. Alright, you fortify until healed. You need a promotion, but not just yet. Alright, what'll suck is if this encampment... No. So you're going to see me doing this a lot. And Vemba is going to try and make peace because I kicked his ass. He tried to invade, and it did not go well for him. Alright, good. We need to start improving stuff as much as possible. The bonus resource would be good, but even better would be the iron. So let's start improving that. Let's give you the barding bonus, because again, we want my Hittairoi to be able to defend against range attacks first and foremost. Okay, next turn we're going to be able to start hitting them pretty hard. And then Dion... Yeah, I should probably go ahead and start training a settler. So let's do that. And actually, can I put you on production focus and have that settler arrive faster? Yes, I can. So let's do that. Is Pella on production focus? No, it's not. So I don't need Pella to grow right now. I need Pella to repair. So focus on that as well, please. You stay put. Turn 163, 1962 BC. Oh, hi. That was a very, very, very stupid move. That was the dumbest move you could have possibly made. Well, that's that. Alright, one encampment dealt with, and we have a goody hut. There's a bit of a bonus nearby. We have 3 Hittairoi now inbound. Let's improve that mine. Research of ironworking is now complete.
Iron ore cannot be educated into gold.
Okay, so we also have the Hyspaspus, but the thing is, we also have an income problem, so I can't be too hasty to just build up a huge military. Now, should I go for sailing? Should I? I mean, we're not going to be a sailing power, so I think I'm just going to avoid it. I don't think it's necessary. Let's see if we can go for Petra. How great would it be to get Petra? Because we are near some desert tiles. Got a recon unit. Perfect. So I'm going to use this recon unit, this new, just free recon unit that I didn't have to pay for. To find... And you know what? I'm going to send... No, I'm going to have these units. I'm going to keep these units together for a bit, because I feel like we can just sweep through really quickly and attack anything that tries to mess with me. Yes, at least my city is undefended, but we can crank out military units pretty quickly now at this point. Their production is in good shape. Oh, hi. Good night. So we're 12 turns away from that settler. No. See, what sucks about him declaring war on me is he's nowhere near me. Like, conquering him doesn't have an immediate benefit for me. So it's really inconvenient that he decided to go to war with me. I think settler. Yeah. As much as I want to have a military campaign right now, I need to get stuff settled. Alright, knowledge of apprenticeship. Alright, we have one more charge on that builder. And I'm going to send them to the bananas next. For obvious reasons. That city needs food. Cleopatra is willing to give me iron. They want to open their borders to me and give me gold per turn. Yes, I will take that deal. Thank you, Cleopatra. I hate your face, but I'll take the gold per turn because it fixes my deficit problem. Haha! Check that out. All right, so we have 9 turns away here, 10 turns away there from a couple of new settlers. We do have the means to protect them, which is nice. Let's keep moving this direction. There we go. Just trying to get visibility on that thing. We could technically just kill that with the Hetairoi, but I mean, the spearmen would have an extreme advantage. One thing I need to do is I need to get the next promotion for my Hetairoi. Oh, hello. Let's backtrack a little bit. Our friends have returned, but this time we're prepared. And this is why we're sending an army out into the countryside. Nice. Alright, that spearman's promotable now. Let's keep you there. Alright, now with any luck, what's going to happen here is we'll gain a lot of experience for these Hetairoi while these archers can kind of defend them from the back. Nope. Yeah, you regret that move now, don't you, Congo? You're like, oh, that weak little civilization, Alexandria in the south, I'm going to try and conquer them. Wouldn't it be great to have their land? Yeah, that didn't go well for you, did it? Didn't go well for you. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for Shiltrunk. The barbarians do have a lot out in this region. And then I'm going to have to move them into the encampment. They have a lot of cavalry out in this region, specifically. I'm a little bit annoyed that I can't get better eyes on their encampment there. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move these guys up, like so. Alright, now this archer... If I move you here, can you fire on those warriors? Yes, you can. Perfect. I don't want to move him too far away from Alexandria, but he's safe as long as he's back here. Alright, we're 1 turn away from a trader, which I can then trade with Candy. And they want a trade route, too, so that's good. Alright, big surprise. More units would probably be a good idea. More Hetairoi. But you know what? You know what I need even more in this region? I haven't built up anything around Alexandria, so let's go ahead and go for a builder. That way we can improve some of those tiles. Alright, we're going to get you back inside for obvious reasons, and... let's put the pressure on them a little bit here. I'm going to move my spearmen here, and we'll attack those archers next turn. That'll force them to move back. Good night. It's good to have some winning combat for a change, right? Okay. Yep, Candy is... oh no, I should probably trade with Valletta. Yeah, let's trade with Valletta. That gives us an additional envoy with them as well, which did that... I think that might have put us at level... oh no, not level 6, we're at level 5 now. So that'll be nice when we get that bonus from Valletta. Okay, let's improve those bananas. Still no encampment has spawned out here. We're 7 turns away from our settler, which is nice. And I'm going to use that scout to explore north of Valletta, see if I can find where Congo is. Alright, that was expected. They did not do any damage. That was actually incredibly stupid of them to make that move. So this Hetairoi is a little weak. Let's swap its position. Let's eliminate the encampment. Move the archers up onto this hill. Another goody hut. I like it. I hate that we didn't get to the pyramids. I really do. Huh. They did not do nearly as much damage to those archers as I would have thought. I suppose just because I'm trying to give the archers additional bait to where they don't fire on the spearmen. I suppose just because we went across the river. So now these guys are going to do a little bit more damage. That sucks. Alright, well. Let's move you all the way back. Hopefully we can keep that unit protected. Can definitely fire on that scout. Okay, this is a little bit dicey, actually. Because my Hetairoi are not in the best health. So what I think I want to do is I actually would like to withdraw a little bit. Like so. Because I have my strongest unit still at the front here, but if they move into the woods, my archers should be able to fire on them. So we're going to pull back and let them push me into a corner a little bit. We're going to let it happen. Meanwhile, we're going to go for that goodie hut that I'm really excited about. It's 1862 BC. Okay, good. They took the bait. They're firing on my archers, which means I can also fire on their archers next turn. Excellent. All right, so let's swap these guys places. Let's have these guys fortify, and we will fire on these troops with our archers. They took the bait. They did exactly what I wanted them to do, and now these horsemen are gone. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit these guys. We need these units to heal up before we go charging around longer, so we're going to be sitting ducks for a bit. I'm not thrilled about that, but it is what it is. Oh, we have a Congolese unit returned to the fray. That's cute. They might have a new invasion force getting close. That's not giving me a whole lot of good feelings, but that's fine. We can move these units back starting next turn. Goodie hut. Ooh, gold. Perfect. Hang on. Can I buy things? Can I buy things? No, I can't. Oh, actually, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Holy crap. I can buy another archer. I can also buy things with faith. Ooh, I can buy lots of things with faith. I can buy walls. How can I buy walls with faith? I mean, I'm not going to complain. What's giving me that ability? I'm buying walls for all my cities. Oh my god. How do I have this ability? What is happening that is giving me this? Let me know in the comments. I don't know how this is happening, but this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Let's do a watermill in Pella. And a watermill in Alexandria. How did that happen? What do I have that's giving me that ability? Also, religion. Okay, we're not really in contention there anymore. Maybe if I go to Holy Site Prayers after I finish this settler, but honestly, I kind of forgot about religion. I've been having so much fun marauding that, and we weren't being very successful in that early attempt to get it. Okay, so let's let these guys heal up for a bit. I definitely need you to return to Alexandria so that you don't die. Let's also get you guys to swap places, please. Yep, and you're going to go on alert, and so are you. And then the scout is going to keep heading north. We want to find Congo. I think that's where Congo is. I see some evidence of civilization up there on the map. Nice. So our cities can now defend themselves. We're going to send the settler down to the original area where I wanted to build one in the first place. We're probably going to be very near a barbarian encampment. But I'm going to risk it. because we've got some units heading that direction. And yeah, I need a builder. And oh no. Hang on. Nope, not just yet. Holy site prayers. Let's try it. Let's see. I mean, I've been irresponsible towards religion, so we probably aren't going to get it, but I would be remiss not to at least try. I think we're on the last prophet right now, too.
Defense is superior to opulence.
Civics-wise, I think I want to go for recorded history next. Maybe get a shot at the Great Library of Alexandria. Reasons that I hope don't need explaining. Alright, the settler's going to stay put. Oh, actually, would that be a good spot? The game is recommending it, but would it? Yeah, it'd be pretty good. I mean, there's no... That's actually in a good spot. Let's go ahead and just link these guys up and have them move together. Now, the only challenge would be if I crossed the river, and in that turn there was a Barbarian Scourge waiting to kill me, because then the Spearman would die. So I might want to wait until that unit's healed up a little bit. I mean, that'd be stupid. Yeah, that could have been the sound of a Barbarian army forming right there. Yeah, see, and now this guy's right here. God. All right, I have an archer that can help out, so I'm going to move him down a little bit farther. Meanwhile, these guys are still healing up. It's going to take them a few turns. I might go ahead and ride them out pretty soon. Nope. Because as long as they can survive any combat, they might get a promotion, which I can then heal. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to go for Hannibal Barca. All right, so here's our Great General. Let's go ahead and send the Great General down to hang out with our army. Alright, I found one Congo unit. Actually, I need to be careful with that scout. That was a free scout, so I'm not particularly concerned about losing him, but I still want to be somewhat careful.
Without mathematics, there's nothing you can do. Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is numbers.
Alright, so now I have access to Petra. The game is telling me that would be a good space to build a city, and I agree. It's only going to take me a few turns to get up there. And it'll help me civilize that exact area that I wanted to civilize first. Let's go for engineering so we get access to artillery for the first time. And yes, I'm thinking commercial hub. That is what I'm thinking. I'm also thinking watermill, but I don't quite have enough faith to do that. Let's go for the watermill first in Dion. We also have an amenities issue in Dion and Alexandria. Sad day. I can build Petra. Now that we have our builder here. Let's go ahead and improve that ivory. See if we can solve the amenities problem. We have ivory and spices nearby, so we should be able to fix the amenities issue pretty easily. Meanwhile, we have a gold surplus for the moment. Let me go for a commercial hub district first, though, because I don't feel like that surplus is necessarily going to last. Yeah, let's put you right there. It's actually recommending we build a city right on top of the Barbarian encampment, which is not an idea I'm entirely opposed to, being completely honest. I kind of want to have it a little further away, because that basically pushes further into the Barbarian region. So well, here's the problem. I'm going to have to be real defensive for a second. Let's go ahead and start moving these units out. And then we will have Hannibal ride with this front unit. We found a Congolese settler, which we can maybe capture if they're stupid. I would laugh really hard if we captured it. Not gonna lie. Okay, so no barbarians in this region so far. Feels good to finally be sweeping across. Oh, no. No, 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 no. So we're probably going to conquer Poland pretty soon. I want to get a few more cities under my belt before I make that move. But Poland's going to fall, I think, pretty easily. Let's have you fortify, actually. And I want to have these guys fortify up too, because they're not fully healed yet. But we can clear that encampment in the next turn. Okay, let's improve that, and we're going to send you over there to improve the spices. Good. Just trying to give myself some extra visibility there. Oh, I probably should have moved the scout there. Damn. He's going to survive, but by the skin of his teeth. Yeah. Still alive. In your face. All right. Yep, let's try and get a promotion for this guy. Promotion, please. Damn it. All right, never mind. We got some great general points, though, which I'll never complain about. And we can head this way a little bit. Meanwhile, I want to direct... No, I think I like the idea of having the city right where the encampment was, right there. I do like that idea, so we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna keep you there. We'll have the archers guard you. There's our Alexandria Troas. Has been founded. We're gonna buy ancient walls. That's a beautiful thing. I don't know how I have that ability. I really don't. Is it something related? Hang on. I didn't build a wonder that allows that. I really don't know how I have that ability. Hang on, let's check our Great Prophet progress. Okay, we're not going to get to Great Prophet, so there's no point going for that anymore. Let's go ahead and switch back to... I kind of want to do another settler, being totally honest with you. But I should do a builder next. We need to repair around Pella. More than anything, that's what we need. And let's go for the monument first. And on that note, things are going well. Things have stabilized. We're going to establish a few more cities. We're going to get an economy going. We're going to conquer Poland. And then probably England as well. And then we're going to pay attention. We're going to start paying some attention to Congo. They're going to regret every life decision they've ever made. And then we're going to continue pushing forward for a military victory here in this fun little series of ours. What else do we have going here? Can I conquer? Can I capture you? Maybe? Maybe. All right. Let's let the turn cycle and see if we can capture that settler, then I'll cut the episode. No. No, 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 no. No, sir. Okay, now they've got it protected. Damn. All right, well, on that note, let's go ahead and cut this episode here. In the next one, we are going to continue expanding, building cities in this area, this area, this area, and really limiting the ability of the barbarians to do any more damage to us, because this has just been nuts, and I want to be done with it. I want to be over and done, and no more barbarians. So that is where we're going with it. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.